Hello, all you beautiful people. So, today I wanted to talk about making friends with other expats in the Philippines. Now, some of you will come here and, after some time, you'll probably you'll feel a little lonely. You'll feel a little excluded, a little isolated, maybe. Maybe. Some people are different. Me, I'm different. I don't need expat friends. I've tried it several times. It never works out. And, I guess a lot of it just depends on the person. But at the same time, there's a lot of weird people here, man. A lot of weird foreigners. And I met one guy. I don't know if you guys remember the video I did where I was walking along the water at that food court. And I got the mango shake from the guy there. Never met the guy in my life. So I started talking to him, for a few minutes. He tried to tell me that he was a billionaire. They got scammed by a buddy. And when he came to the Philippines, all he had left was $22 million. Then he said he got to the Philippines, got scammed by a woman, ended up with nothing. Went to the embassy. The embassy only gave him 1,200 pesos. And that's why he was selling mango shakes out of the back of a multi-cab. And it was really weird because he had two girls with him as well. And I said, "Oh, are those your daughters?" He said, "No, they're my neighbors." Man, I'll tell you guys, there's some weird people here, man. And most of the foreigners here you don't see too many younger guys. It's mostly the older guys in the large age gap relationships. And while it's none of my business, if they're two consenting adults, who am I to say anything about it? Just because I don't believe in it, and I think it's a little weird, a little suspect. It's not my place to pass judgment on them. But you'll run into guys that trying to invent a new self. And yeah, I know you can see the pink yoga mat. It was the only one they had left at the Chinese store. I needed a mat. Anyways, you run into these guys you'll run into these foreigners that are trying to reinvent themselves in the Philippines. Like they will completely make themselves a whole different person, completely different person. And sometimes you don't really know who they are. Hello, good afternoon. And they'll lie. They'll tell you, anything. Let's be honest. They're only going to tell you what they want you to know. And that's a scary situation because you never really truly know just who you're talking to. Who you're associating with. I know guys that came here, have a 30-year age gap relationship, talk about they were this, they were that. Well, if you're so successful, if you were so successful, why aren't you doing it in your home country then? At least I'm honest about what I do. Yeah, I'm a retired disabled veteran. As you can see, I live in the Philippines off of my disability pension because I got a little messed up in the head in Afghanistan. And I moved to the Philippines for a woman originally. That didn't work out. So then I decided to stay in the Philippines because the cost of living is so cheap compared with the exchange rate against the US dollar. That's why I stayed. I didn't stay for the women. I didn't stay for the lady boys, as a lot of these loser trolls on YouTube and Facebook like to say. I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. On this whole, you moved to Asia, you're dating a lady boy. I'm going to do a whole video on that nonsense. But you got to be careful with these foreigners, you guys. I've heard way too many stories from other foreigners, other expats, talking about how they got with another foreigner, another expat, whether it be from Australia, England, the US, doesn't matter. and they'll try to go into business with them, invest with them, and they end up getting scammed. And then you got the foreigners that whack like you're their friend, and they'll talk shit behind your back, you know, talk to their other buddies about you and stuff. It's like a damn high school drama dealing with other foreigners and expats. Now, there are a lot of good expats. I've met a couple. One of them I'm still friends with to this day. I mean, me and him, we never met in person. We more or less just talk online, messengers, you know, stuff like that. But these guys are tricksters out here, man. A lot of them are shady as hell, man. Shady. You cannot trust these foreigners, you guys. I don't know how these dudes live in these expat bubbles, and they got all these other expat friends, because in reality, you're always going to be in competition with these other expats. You might not think it, but they will. It's always who has the prettier Filipina, who makes the most money, who's living in the nicer condo. Yeah, it's a dick measuring contest. And it's just ignorant. It's, shit, did I bring that money? Uh-oh. I don't think I brought my bus money. Hold on. Okay, I was wrong. I brought the money for the bus. But, yeah, man, you can't trust them. I'm telling you. You might find one or two, but that's about it. The rest of them are shady as hell. Out here running from the law, running from child support, convicted felons. Because the Philippines don't do that good of a background check when a lot of these guys come here. Which is why you've seen on the news lately, these PDF files are being found and arrested in the Philippines. One guy had lived here, it was 20 years, I think. He lived here for 20 years before they caught him. So just be smart. Think about who you're associating with. Not all these guys are your friends, I promise you. But my personal opinion, I don't know, if you can find one, you're a lucky man. But anyways, I'm out of here. I got shit to do today. I'll see y'all later.